Hey, Lions fans, Jason from Talking Grit. Glad that you could join us in this episode. Hey, Lions fans, Jason from Talking Grit. Glad that you could join us. In this episode, Jacob and I discuss what the Lions need to do at the cornerback position due to the injuries they suffered in week 4. Is the solution already on the roster? Let's get into it.
Welcome to Talking Grit.
So the Lions have not had any, visits. They have not had any movement as far as what we're going to do for this week. Do you think that we call in a free agent corner, or do you think that we try to move a trade? I mean, DJ Reed, we're not going to have him. Looks like we're probably not going to have Terry on. We need corner help. Do you think that we bring in a free agent corner? Do you think that we bring back like a DiCaprio Boodle or somebody that was here during training camp just to bring in that knows the system that could play if we need to? Or do you think that we make a trade or we try to bring in somebody fresh?
Dan Campbell kind of addressed that during his press conference, and I kind of agree with him. Is that he's going to at least need some practice bodies. We're going to at least need some people in there for a scout team and stuff like that. So I imagine that we're going to have somebody in here for that. Some of that might depend on Terrion too, because he left the window open that Terrion could probably might be able to play this week. Like he didn't say no, he can't play. So they're still evaluating that. So we'll see. I don't know.
But you still think you bring somebody for the practice squad at least, right? Like you need to do that sooner rather than later if we're waiting to hear back on him.
Yes, they didn't have anybody work out today, which I thought was interesting. I thought they'd at least have, but we might be, might be doing some practice squad shopping like we did last year, unfortunately. But but here's the thing: I am okay with Rock Yassin being in there, especially, I don't want to get too far into our Bengals stuff, but
right.
At least Joe Burrow's not playing. I'll just leave it at that.
Yes. No, and I trust, Amik and Rock Yassin, right. But as far as bodies go and as far as having other people out there, you're going to need to have some sort of corner. Yeah. And I just didn't know if that's where you, like in your opinion, are you looking at bringing back Boodle or somebody that's been with the team? I mean,
I think Boodle went out with an injury, so I don't know. But you got to remember, you got Hallett down there that can play some corner. Avonte Maddox can move things around. So, I mean, you already have him on the roster. So you got some flexibility there. And you could always bring Brian Branch down for some nickel if you needed to. I mean, I trust him covering. So, I mean, we have like options to move around. Now, God forbid someone gets injured in that group, that could throw a whole wrench in that. But, that's Zach asked who are the top cornerback free agents of still available. I haven't looked at that, but I'm going to tell you right now, if they're out there right now, there's no top cornerback free agents because they would be on someone's roster right now because everybody wants cornerback help. What did you hear?
I heard that Cam Sutton is available and is looking for work.
I don't think he's going to be invited back to the...
It's funny. Most of the free agent corners that you look at have been, around the Lions before. I mean, Emmanuel Mosley is still out there. Cam Sutton. I already mentioned like Boodle and some of the other people that were here during training camp were out there.
Jared Jacobs is probably still out there, I imagine.
I'm sure he's out there. He's probably not listed in the top corners available, but
yeah,
I think like Gilmore and Asante Samuel, I don't think they ever signed anywhere, right?
Yeah,
CJ Gardner-Johnson's out there. He's a safety, but there's players out there. But you're right. Yeah. There's a reason that they're still available and they're not on a roster right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like when we.
But that's.
Go ahead.
Sorry, that's just what I was going to say. Is that's why I asked the question because I don't know. Do you think we give one of these guys a chance, or would you rather bring in somebody that was here for training camp?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we like Whiteside. You could bring Whiteside back, but I mean they, Zach says Cam Sutton held the turf down. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I don't need to have flashbacks of wide receivers running wide open behind him from that season. So, all right, man, I'm ready to move on. Let's do our grit guarantees, and then we can do the roar alert.